All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm here with Ram Narayanamurthy. He's the Deputy Director at the Building Technologies Office at the Department of Energy. Ram, great to have you on. Happy Heat Pump Water Heater Day. Thanks for being here with us. Hey, I just wanted to start us off in this keynote address. Talk to us a little bit about this partnership between the Department of Energy and the Advanced Water Heating Initiative.
Thank you, Joe, and thank you for having me on. And good morning to everyone. Yeah, it's been a great effort in that we have at the DOE, at the Building Technologies Office, we have been interested in advancing the adoption of heat pump water heaters. Over the last several years, heat pump water heaters save money, save energy for a large proportion of the population that uses electric water heating. And we want to make sure that we are able to deliver those benefits to everyone. So AWHI has been a partner in that you've been able to pull all the stakeholders together. You've advanced the market, and you've been moving the market transformation efforts along in different parts of the country. So it's been great to work with AWHI and the larger stakeholder community, including many state organizations, many of the nonprofits that are working in the space, as well as the manufacturers, the specifiers, the MEPs, the entire industry. So I think it is a great achievement of AWHI. And by the way, congratulations on your 5-year anniversary. It's a great achievement of AWHI that you have pulled the whole industry together, not just one section of the industry, but the whole industry together, all the way from the consumers to the installers, to the distributors, to the manufacturers. So we've been very happy to be part of working with AWHI.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for that. But talk to us a little bit about the Department of Energy's building decarbonization roadmap, and how does water heating fit in within that roadmap?
So the Building Technologies Office released the National Buildings Blueprint earlier this year. And for us, that is the pathway to achieving our goals for a net zero economy by 2050. And within the blueprint, there are 4 main goals. One goal is to make sure that we keep advancing energy efficiency. We want to be able to reduce energy waste by half by 2050. And that's going to take a lot of effort. We need to continue and accelerate our efforts in energy efficiency. We also want to reduce on-site emissions by 75% by 2050. And that is a big effort, especially from existing buildings. And we want to advance grid integration and demand flexibility. That is going to be necessary for us to have a cost-effective electric grid that can serve the purposes. And finally, we want to also make sure that we reduce the embodied carbon in new construction. And we want to do all of this affordably, equitably, and resiliently, right? And so within that, heat pump water heaters are a core component of the energy efficiency goal, as well as reducing the on-site emissions, and of course, providing demand flexibility, especially from products like the central water heating systems. So all of this, heat pump water heaters actually form a core component of hitting each of our goals. And so that means that it is something that we really want to work with the market on to advance the goals of the to get the adoption required to achieve our goals.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I guess to that end, what is the Building Technologies Office doing to advance heat pump water heaters?
So at the Building Technologies Office, we work on research and development, but we also work on demonstrations and deployment activities. So we call it the RD&D activities. Over the last decade or so, we have invested a substantial amount of funding in research to improve heat pump water heaters. Recently, I'll give you a couple of examples. Recently, we have awarded research awards for developing small form factor 120 volt heat pump water heaters. So for us, those are the products that will take us into multifamily buildings, into manufactured homes, where space is a constraint, as well as electric capacity is a constraint. We have also provided funding to entities who are looking at getting field demonstration and data from large central heat pump water heaters that serve multifamily buildings. So for us, there's a big focus on multifamily buildings. There's a focus on manufactured homes, and of course, single family and commercial. So we are trying to invest in all these different areas to address the gaps that remain, whether the gap is around product development or whether it's around field validation and data. And then further, we're also investing actively in working with organizations around the country around market transformation. For example, we have efforts where we are trying to work with utilities and advance the TRMs, the technical resource manuals, so that we can have new heat pump water heater programs around the country. So for us, it's a all activity, all the way from research on new technologies. And one other thing I'll mention is that on the research side, we're also looking at low GWP refrigerants. How do we get to ultra low GWP refrigerants like carbon dioxide that can actually provide us heat pump water heaters that have much lower total carbon content and that can help us achieve the goals. So it goes all the way from research to enabling the market and market adoption.
That sounds great. Yeah, so lots of efforts there. What personally are you most excited about in the water heating industry? I mean, Heat Pump Water Heater Day is a day to try to get excited about this technology people don't think about a lot. But what excites you the most from all this work?
Well, I don't. I think I'm going to be very cautious when I pick favorites, right? I think there's work to be done across the board on advancing heat pump water heaters. AWHI has done a tremendous job going from um, increasing the market share by a factor of 3 in the last 5 years. But going forward, I think there are big market trends around low GWP refrigerants. So for me, what is exciting is refrigerants that we can use, like carbon dioxide and propane, that can become a integral part of heat pump water heaters, and that can provide us a comprehensive reduction in decarbonization, comprehensive reduction in emissions to achieve our decarbonization goals. And we're looking for heat pump water heaters that can also provide other services, heating, cooling, combined systems. So these are all areas that I think are very exciting because they hold the potential for a completely integrated solution that can be more cost effective to consumers.
Yeah, well, that's a great answer, and I get excited about that as well. Well, thanks so much, Ram. Really appreciate your high level perspective. Really appreciate the Department of Energy's leadership on the advancement of heat pump water heaters, and I guess happy Heat Pump Water Heater Day.
Happy Heat Pump Water Heater Day, Joe. Thank you.
Thanks.